Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the double.
Mike 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Time to go, night.
Big grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Slam.
X3. 218. Chop. Smoke. On the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Go.
Mike 54.
Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, Foreman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Foreman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack. He's coming.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Push him back. Check 37. Check 37. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Now.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for our Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3.
Good one, boys. Ready?
Let's go. Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this and got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see...
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Cooper was the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Mayfield. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On first down, Foreman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did. Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He's going to field this at the 4. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T.J. Logan, 87 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
13 yards, first down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Foreman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make it 24-7. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go!
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. getyaw8tup in there to pick it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. First half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing, Mayfield. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Foreman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Go. Hey, orbit. Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Back to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jakeem Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get them one closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They'll run with Foreman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. A carry for Foreman. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch Watch QB jump.
At 58 is a must.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether it's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
58, boy.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's get in that holes.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw.
Let's go, defense.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go. My God.
Again, it's Foreman. The ball comes out. And the Bengals grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Mike,
Hurry, hurry.
let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mayfield looking deep in the direction of Cook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Past the 20. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers get a score closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with Foreman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Watch the eye.
Hey, Zoo.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Deep. 58 is the mic.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
24 is the mic.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
Touchdown, Packers! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get them 1 closer. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Let go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey, Orbit. Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
It's going to be a
2nd and 9 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Xavier Howard on the cover.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
6-6. Bullet high.
Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.